Hey guys, welcome back to Screen Orb. Today I'll present to you part 2 of the most insane bars on Bar Rescue. Let's head into it. Number 6, Season 2, Episode 1. Taffer hits Pirate's Tavern in the greatest episode of all time, which is, yep, a pirate bar. With a Z however, so you know they're serious. The workers dress like Jack Sparrow and do jigs. And the whole thing feels like a rundown Caribbean Pirates knockoff ride. It's divey. Taffer, of course, turns it into corporate, a sterile brow bar to suit local financial firms, complete with self-serve beer machines and servers that ditch their ties and hair gel scarves and 3-point hats. It doesn't go over well. Not even finance bros, let alone pirates, would want to hang out at a bar called corporate. They shed tears by pirates using fake English accents that are weird. The location sucks. The pirates revolted after shooting, burned the host's effigy, and reopened as their shitty pirate bar. It's closed forever now. Best of all, one server quits because he's no longer allowed to speak at work like a pirate. I can't be talk like a National Pirate Day every day, but there's an inherent sadness that pervades this one, and you kind of have to respect the commitment of the guy. Number 5, Season 3, Episode 23. What really do men crave in Vegas? Apparently, if you're John Taffer's hometown hero, the answer is bacon. Now, for a while the bacon thing has been overblown, but that doesn't stop Taffer from reimagining Carrie's $4 million, a shitty sports bar that looks like Bob Evans run by a Jersey Shore squabbling family, into a pig palace called the Bacon Bar. Bacon-rimmed cocktails, bacon-loaded food, bacon pint glasses, bacon-themed art, TVs displaying sizzling bacon, and enough decorations based on pig to make Pink Floyd envious. If you thought that the trend towards bacon was overblown, well, you were right. And there's proof here. The best bit, I feel disgusted. I want to vomit, and I want to vomit on you guys. The granddaughter of the owner weeps when she discovers that her bartenders were stealing. She doesn't follow through, alas.
I need pancakes. It's so good.
Number 4, Season 4, Episode 12. Underground Wonderbar was a legendary music venue for 21 years that hosted jazz, funk, and reggae. Then it moved to River North, a district dominated by preppy bros. The wispy-haired hippie owner, who performs her unique squealing and piano jazz, blends 4 nights a week and seems confused to them. They also serve frozen pizzas that Taffer calls bullshit because it's Chicago. So he hires a chef from Santa Barbara to make pizza with naan bread because it's Chicago, darling. He also produces a bacon-focused menu because, despite the militant veganism of the owner, 43% of men would rather eat bacon than have sex. It reopens as a craft cocktail-focused place called Clear Bar. Once the whole thing is stripped off tapestries and other hippie shit, which looks like a Panera Bread, has had sex with an underground brick-laden comedy club. You can hear the teeth of the owner grinding and her soul being crushed. It's terrific. The music, except Chicago Bros, loves ukuleles and DMB clones very much. The best bit, the owner angrily asks Taffer if he dyes his hair with crayons while coloring angrily on a placemat. Later, to spell out "f*** him" to her child, she uses sign language.
How many times you hear him say he owns the place?
Every single day.
But he doesn't have that authority, does he?
Number 3, Season 3, Episode 11. Sandbar is a legendary blues bar in Vegas that used to host people like Clapton and Etta James before closing in the 70s, then reopened thanks to an OB-GYN who loves him some 12 bar. It's dingy and kind of great, but Taffer points out that blues is hated by 97% of people, so they ditch it in favor of a more local lounge called Bar 702. You know, like the area code. Redoing the cocktail program so that with the help of Steins and foaming agent, every drink made to look like beer, because beer cocktails are not a thing. With a mugshot selfie station and a bunch of digital displays showing what the bar used to be, the interior is updated, which again was a bar with blues, not a place with Vietnamese food, velvet rope bottle service, and bands that are filtered through an American Apparel ad that sounds like Arcade Fire. The best bit, the OB-GYN turns out to be a total pervert. Just by looking at the end of your arm, I can tell what your vagina looks like. That's like grade A vagina, he says to John Taffer's fucking wife. When Taffer screams him down, he says, if I was hitting on your wife, we'd already be out of here. So yeah, this guy's a doctor.
I know when I see it. They are there. Either you knew it and you didn't give it.
Number 2, Season 4, Episode 26. In a little hobbit-looking building that hosts generally awful punk and hardcore shows, Portland's Tonic Lounge is a dingy throwback bar. He's welcomed by an empty room when Taffer shows up, as perhaps the worst punk band of all time plays. Flying ants are everywhere as well. A solution from Taffer, get a better booker, enhance the sound system, and change the name to Panic Room. Caution, high-volume bar, with a giant sign that confronts the neighboring pork shop beautifully. He also switches the menu offerings to something similar to a futuristic prison mess hall that serves food on metal trays. Throughout, Taffer lays straight up in the constantly giggly, apparently stoned owner. It's as if Taffer was watching the Kitchen Nightmares episode Ramsay declared a wuss, and then took it out on a guy who spends the episode nervously giggling at himself like a grown-up Beavis in a goofy hat. The best bit, the horrible band is priceless, but after the camera stopped rolling, the best part of the Panic Room story happened. The staff continued to change the sign to Pete's Room and replied to the phone with a phallic name. This happened for a year before it became the Raven.
The customers walk out because the music's so loud.
Number 1. Season 4, Episode 15. The beloved Sandbar, Teffer loves sandbars, becomes obsolete in Miami's Coconut Grove area as yuppie millennials and affluent baby boomers take over the area. It's best known for serving fish tacos and huge burritos that no one remembers eating, a beach-themed hole with ripped seats, plastic cup cocktails, and years of spilled Red Bull on the floor. So it only makes sense that Taffer would turn it into a sophisticated Asian fusion place that served raw meat to be cooked on a hot rock. Because of this, he rechristens it the Hot Rock, and also installs TVs above any table showing lava, which is also hot rocks. Get it? In Scarface, Taffer and his crew use the word sophisticated more times than they say the F word. By using frozen juice spheres instead of ice cubes, they also get sophisticated. This will be yours someday. The best bit, Mr. Manager is one of the owners. The other is a schlub addicted to fantasy football. In a heated debate, Mr. Manager looks his partner in the eye and says, "You fucked me." Taffer then intervenes and makes Captain Fantasy apologize. "I'm sorry I fucked you," he says. What do you think about these bars? Which one was the most insane one? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.